Hello everybody, my name is Crispy Toast, and today I'm going to go over my deck profile for what I'm going to play as with heroes after links. And first off, I'm just going to go over what link monsters I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Decode Talker, and then I'm also going to be using Call Gaia or whatever. However, I don't think he comes in the structure deck, so at first I think I'm just going to be playing two Decode Talkers. Right, so personally, a lot of decks are dying because of link monsters coming out and that being a thing. So I don't know how well heroes are gonna do, and from what I've seen from heroes probably gonna die. They're probably gonna get raped by links. However, that's fine because after looking at it, I think I came up with a pretty good deck for heroes during links. And first off, I'm just going to go over what a basic combo might be, right? So, basically, if you start off with, these three cards, and then, preferably a emergency call or whatever else, I think you may be all set for links. Because, look at it like this. Okay, just saying these are the monster zones, these are the spell and trap zones, and that's the extra monster zone. If you normal summon 10 goldfish, then special summon Shadow Mist, don't activate her effect. Then, since you have no other cards in your hand, special summon Bubble Man. You already have the 3 monsters needed to bring out a Decode Talker, right? So then you could just send these 3 cards to the graveyard, wherever to put that, and then just special summon the Decode Talker, right? Now you have your these 2 zones all set up. Then you can activate Shadow Mist's effect to add a Bubble Man to your hand. Then special summon that Bubble Man since you don't have any other monsters in your hand. Then if you drew into an emergency call, like I said would be good, activate that emergency call, get another Bubble Man, then special summon out that Bubble Man too. And then you already have your rank 4, right? From here you can go into where's that? You can either go into Rafflesia, Castell if you need it, but most of the time you're probably going to be going into Utopia, because since there's 2 zones, I'm pretty sure you can rank up. Or you can go into Shark, since they're both water type, and just detach Bubble Man, and then special summon Totally Awesome using Bahamut Shark's effect. So there's a ton of stuff that heroes can still do, and I think a big player in what heroes are going to be post-links is going to be centered around Miracle Fusion, right? Because since Miracle Fusion is not used right now, but it uses monsters that are in the graveyard for Elemental Hero special summon. Since you already sent these 3 cards to get out your Decode Talker, you can just activate a Miracle Fusion, banish probably Shadow Mist and 10 goldfish, and take out a Absolute Zero, right? Because that's just probably what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be running 2 Absolute Zeros and 3 Miracle Fusions, because it's going to be so easy to take out a pretty good monster when you already have out your Decode Talker or your other link monster. Alright, so that's just sort of a basic intro to what I think heroes are going to be like during links. So let me just jump into the deck profile. First off with monsters, you're going to want to run your 3 Bubble Man, because they're going to make overlaying and summoning after you make your Decode Talker much easier, and plus he's just an amazing card. Your 3 Shadow Mists, because Dark Law too good, and then you can also switch your Bubble Man, and then 3 10 Goldfishes, because they allow for Easy Toad. Or any rank 4 for that matter. So basically you're only going to be playing these 9 monsters, and basically, if you play more than 9 monsters in a hero deck, it's bad luck. Universally, it's bad luck if you play more than 9. However, a good card you may want to run is, Ghost Ogre, or, since there's only going to be 3 Link monsters, Cherries is also going to be a good card, or Maxi, because those are just some other good monster cards that you can throw in. Okay. So, for spells, you're going to... hero decks are very spell oriented. You're gonna want to run your 3 mask changes, and 1 mask charge, right? This card is going to be like the bread and butter of this deck, since like Dark Law is going to be too good, especially I think during links, because you're going to be sending a lot of monsters to the graveyard to get out your link monster, and by doing that, you're going to want to your opponent's going to want to proc a lot of effects. But because of Dark Law, all the monsters are going to be banished instead, and your opponent won't be able to activate those effects. Some people run more than 1 mask change. However, I mean mask charge. I think only 1 is necessary, because like, how many are you gonna really have, right? In the grid, like how often? Like, also there's a lot of top decking really good cards in Heroes. Like top decking Miracle Fusion is just amazing. So like if you top deck a mask charge and like there's nothing in your graveyard, you're screwed. You're gonna want to run your 3 emergency calls. You know, because like, searching too good in this deck, because you're also gonna run some other search cards like Shadow Mist when it's sent to the graveyard, and then also Rhoda, Reinforcement of the Army. So yeah, I'm gonna run 3 Miracle Fusions, right? Like I said earlier, a lot of your hero monsters are gonna be in the graveyard to take out your Decode Talker. So like, I feel like if you have that many monsters in the graveyard, Miracle Fusion is just going to be too good to pass up. And plus, like I said earlier, nothing beats top decking a Miracle Fusion. Gonna run 2 Twin Twisters, because like, back roads are mean, especially for heroes that don't have that much back row protection, except for Toad, which isn't even a hero. Oh. Okay, so this is pretty new information, but tokens can work for a link summon. I don't think they work with Decode Talker, since it needs effect monsters, but it's definitely gonna work with Cyber Gaia wherever you want. So like, if you can take out your Cyber Gaia, right? If you just activate this on your opponent's turn, because it's quick play, then you can just get your easy Cyber Gaia. And I think I may actually run more than just 1 Cyber Gaia, but because like of how his links are set up, because that's just too good. Like, if you take out your Decode Talker, then put your Gaia right here, you got like 1, 2, 3 zones for like special summoning from the extra deck. It's too good. 2 instant fusions, because Nodin is an easy rank 4, and because of the way Nodin works, I think you're not gonna need to have a Decode Talker out. Like, even if it's like using your extra deck zone to take out Nodin, like, since you're special summoning from the graveyard, it doesn't need that spot. And since you're like, if you get your right here, since it's being used as material, I'm pretty sure that you don't need your Decode Talker out to continue to use Nodin's effect. So I'm gonna be running 2 instant fusions, 2 Dark Holes, because Raigeki is hard to come by. It's $30, and if you have a Shadow Mist on the field and you use Dark Hole, it allows you to search for a hero. 1 Reinforcement of the Army, because yeah, you're playing a ton of warrior type hero monsters. 1 Soul Charge, because like, as I said, you're gonna be sending a lot of monsters to the graveyard for your links. So like, if you use Soul Charge, you just get them back. 1 Foolish Burial, which is basically just like an extra search for a hero, because Shadow Mist is too good. And yeah, that's basically it for the spell cards that I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be running 1 Solemn Warning. And then I'm also going to be running the Rafflesia engine, which is the Bottomless Trap Hole, Floodgate Trap Hole, and Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. This card is going to be really good, because let's say your opponent takes out his Link monster. You can just Trap Hole it, right? And then blow a hole in their plans, because like, what are they going to do without a Link monster? More likely they just wasted all their resources to take out that Link monster, and if you just get rid of it like that, it's going to be really beneficial for you, and you're just going to blow a hole in their plans. And because you're sending a lot of monsters to the graveyard, as I said like repeatedly, Call of the Haunted is going to be a really good card. Especially with Shadow Mist, because you can bring back Shadow Mist and then search off Mask Change and bring out that Danklaw. 2 Storming Mirror Forces, those are just like personal preference. I like having them in a deck because like Darklaw and Toad, they don't have very big bodies. They only have 2,400, 2,200. So like if someone brings out their dinos and attack, I make Storming Mirror Force for the win. And just 1 Spiritual Swords of Revealing Light. I mean, I just like the card, right? Something you may have noticed about this is that I'm not running a single Hero Lives. And let me just explain that. I'm probably gonna side deck that card, but the way I'm looking at it is like this. Okay, I waste half my life points, which is fine because like Darklaw too good to take out my Darklaw. No, that's a level, man. Take out my Darklaw, right? And then I get my my Mask Change to bring out Danklaw. Now, that takes up my extra deck zone, right? Because of how a Hero Lives work, I must have no monsters on the field. So then, I'm probably only going to activate that my first turn. But that's going to clog up my extra deck zone, right? And that's more than likely going to leave Darklaw undefended. Undefended. And is going to be easily wiped out during my opponent's turn, right? So, like, if I leave Darklaw undefended, that just wastes half my life points and any life points I'm going to lose within a battle with Masked Hero Darklaw, right? So, is this card going to be useful during Link Summonings? I don't think so. I think I'm going to just side deck it, to be honest, it's not going to be main decked. Okay, yeah, so that's the main deck itself. Let's go over extra deck. Okay, so, basically, here's the extra deck, right? Going off first, the 2 Link monsters I think I'm gonna play are gonna be Earth Gaia and not Earth Gaia, Cyber Gaia, Caller, or whatever his name is, irrelevant. And, Decode Talker. Mostly because, this dude's coming out of the structure deck, and although this die, I'm 90% sure does not come out in the structure deck, I'm just gonna run 2 of him in the beginning, right? So, there's the links. For the rank 4s, I'm going to be running 1 Castell, because Castell gets away the meanies. 1 Rafflesia. 2 Bahamut Sharks. In reality, though, you probably only need 1, right? Because how many Bahamut Sharks are you going to be able to summon during the game with Link monsters being a thing, right? So, like, 2 Sharks. And the same thing goes for Toads, right? I'm running 2 Toads, however, you probably only need 1. And the main reason behind that is because, like, as I said, how many Bahamut Sharks are you going to be able to bring out? I mean, Toad, too good, but, like, if you just activate its effect that after you tribute it, being able to add it back to the extra deck, you really only need 1. But, I'm running 2 and 2, because, like, $30, I'm gonna run it. 1 Utopia, and then 1 Utopia Lightning. It was a hard choice. Originally, I was going to run Prime because, like, being able to attack twice with 5,000 damage is way too OP. But, you know, I needed the extra deck space because of the new Link monster. So, yeah, I decided not to run him. And that's it for the Xyz monsters. And then for the Fusion monsters, you are going to run 1 Noted. And, this was a really hard decision. But only 1 Darklaw, right? Originally, I was going to run 2 Darklaws. But, like I said earlier, how many extra deck monsters are you going to be able to special summon, right? Probably when I go start playing, I'm gonna realize, oh wait, I made a terrible mistake. I'm gonna run 2 Darklaws, but like for the time being, I think I'm gonna only run 1. 1 Acid, because like Harpy Feather Duster kind of needed, and then 2 Elemental Hero Absolute Zeros, right? So I know what you may be thinking. What type of drugs must you be on to be running 2 Absolute Zeros and only 1 Shadow Mist? I mean, 1 Darklaw? The answer to that question is all of them. Not really, but, the way I'm looking at it is it's gonna be kind of harder to run Masked Hero Darklaw more of them, I should say, because you're going to be wasting so much materials on summoning out your Link monsters. However, with Absolute Zero, you already have all the materials. They're already in your graveyard when you made your Link monsters, so then you can just activate a Miracle Fusion and get out your 2 monsters. Some other cards that you may want to add that may be good are Escaradeo, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. It's all sorts of stupid. Maybe even an Alias may be a good card to run, because, like, then you could bring out your, Master Hero, Elemental Hero, the Shining, which is an overall great card for Miracle Fusion. And, yeah. Your side deck is pretty much up for preference, but I'm mostly just going to be running, like, 2 Fairy Tail Aurelias and, 1 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Okay, yeah. Basically, there's the deck profile. Hope y'all enjoyed. This was a fun deck to design, because, like, I love heroes, and, looking at it through the Link's perspective, it's going to be definitely a new take on the game, and overall, just different for heroes, and seems like it's going to be fun. Hope you all enjoyed watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more Minecraft videos. Thank you.